In the kingdom of Veridale, where rivers gleamed like silver and meadows stretched endlessly, there lived a young queen named Elara. Known for her grace, intelligence, and gentle heart, she ruled alongside King the Lion with fairness and kindness. Yet behind the regal demeanor and palace walls, Elara's heart carried a quiet sorrow, a longing that few could understand. Elara's love for the lion had been the beginning of a great bond. They had met in youth, learning the ways of governance and honor together, sharing laughter under the sun and quiet talks beneath starlit skies. Their union had seemed destined to endure all seasons. Yet as years passed, duty and circumstance began to wedge an unspoken distance between them. King the Lion, consumed with affairs of the realm, often traveled to distant provinces, negotiating treaties and resolving disputes. Elara remained at the castle, overseeing the welfare of her people, her days filled with councils, festivals, and the steady rhythm of court life. Though their love had not vanished, the quiet absence of shared moments grew into a subtle ache she could not ignore. One spring evening, as the cherry blossoms carpeted the palace grounds in pink, Elara wandered to the royal garden alone. Lanterns flickered softly among the petals, and the scent of blossoms clung to the evening air. In her hand, she held a letter from the lion, written hastily between duties. Though kind, the words felt distant, reminding her of the quiet gulf between them. Her heart ached not with anger, but with longing. She thought of the days when they had walked hand in hand along these same paths, speaking of dreams and hopes. Now, the garden seemed emptier, the night quieter, and the wind carried memories that were sweet yet bittersweet. Determined to preserve her dignity and love, Elara turned her attention outward. She devoted herself to the people of Veridale, visiting villages, aiding families, and ensuring that no child went hungry, no sick person unattended. She wore her sorrow like a soft cloak, visible only to the moon and stars that watched over her nightly strolls. One day, word arrived that the lion had fallen ill during a diplomatic journey in the northern provinces. Though the illness was mild, it demanded immediate care. Elara rode with a small escort to the distant castle where the lion was resting. Upon seeing her, the lion smiled weakly, but the shadow of guilt crossed his face. "I've neglected the moments that mattered most," he whispered, taking her hand. "Forgive me, Elara. My love is constant, yet my duties have been cruel." Elara smiled softly, hiding the tears that had long gathered in her eyes. "Duty may have kept us apart, but love endures in quiet ways," she replied. "Let us find each other again, even in small moments." Over the following months, the queen devoted herself to mending the fragile threads of their bond. They shared walks in secret gardens, exchanged letters filled with tender words, and spoke openly of dreams deferred. Though the shadow of missed time lingered, their love deepened, quiet yet profound, like a river flowing beneath winter ice. Yet fate held one final test. During a particularly harsh winter, a severe storm trapped the royal party in a remote mountain pass. Roads were blocked, and travel became treacherous. Elara insisted on guiding supplies to stranded villagers, even as concern grew for her own safety. The lion pleaded with her to stay, but she refused, saying, "Love is not only for each other, it is for all who look to us for hope." The storm passed, but the journey left both weakened and reflective. They returned to the castle, leaning on one another more for emotional support than for strength. The kingdom had survived, but the experience reminded them that life's moments are fragile, and love must be nurtured deliberately, not assumed. In the years that followed, Elara's love story remained quiet yet deep. She continued to guide her kingdom, teach lessons of compassion, and serve her people with grace, all while maintaining the bond with the lion. Their story became a tale whispered by bards, of love tested by duty, strengthened through patience, and sustained by selfless acts of care. Though they eventually passed into legend, the people of Veridale never forgot the queen whose heart had quietly endured, balancing love and responsibility with wisdom and grace. Lanterns continued to float each spring in the palace garden, a symbol of enduring love that persevered through hardship, distance, and the quiet ache of longing.